describe what it was like to be back out there on the court and, more importantly, playing in Barclays Center.
It felt so good to be back. I'm just grateful and blessed to be back here on the floor and playing with these guys, so I'm happy.
This interview was conducted on October 3rd, 2022. Ben Simmons just made his Brooklyn Nets debut in their first preseason game, taking on Philly. Ben recorded 6 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, playing in 19 minutes, starting alongside Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, and Nicholas Claxton, and this was the first game he's played in 470 days. Before this game, Ben has not played for more than a year and has not played since the playoffs of 2021. In 2021 Eastern Conference semifinals, the 76ers got embarrassed by Atlanta, or I'm gonna go deeper, Ben Simmons got embarrassed by Atlanta. Philly were the favorites to win the series, but Ben couldn't contain Trey in the fourth quarter, and these were his stats. Well, when you're looking at it, there's no stats to really look at. Only 2 field goals in game 1, only 1 field goal in game 3. Ben was terrible in closing out this series. Specifically in game 7, there was this moment that ruined his career. He was wide open, he could have just slammed it and dunked it, but he ended up passing out the ball. And NBA fans out there was just wondering, why didn't he dunk it? Is he afraid? Something was clearly wrong with Ben in 2021, and of course resulted in the Sixers getting eliminated, and that was the beginning of the downfall of Ben Simmons. We are now in 2024, and I'm gonna tell you this: things are about to change for Ben's career. Thank you, Hapabox, for sponsoring our video. Easy Buckets fans, if you're ever interested in mystery boxes, you have to get it on Hapabox. And you know what? We're gonna open an NBA mystery box together today. And we're gonna go, you know what? Let's start off with an NBA fans mystery box. Let's see what we get for opening an NBA fans mystery box. So you guys can see here, Hapabox gives you, oh, we got a, what is that, a $2? Oh, we got a $2 voucher. $2 voucher. You know what? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do it one more time. One more for the Easy Buckets family for today. Come on, give me a jersey. Oh, I got a ball. Oh, a Chinatown Market active. I'm gonna take it. It's a $99 value basketball, and we're gonna take it. Okay, if we play a little bit more, maybe we can get this basketball cards pack. But Easy Buckets fans, this website is perfect if you want to get NBA mystery boxes. Listen, you guys have to go to hapabox.com with the link down below. But when you guys are buying your mystery boxes, use my code EasyBuckets and you will get a free mystery box. You heard me, free mystery box. Hapabox.com. But Hapabox wants to bless the Easy Buckets community. They're going to be giving away 3 free NBA fans mystery boxes as a giveaway, and all you have to do is leave your Hapabox account username in the comments, and they're going to randomly select 3 of you to win these free mystery boxes. Do that right after this video. Thank you, Hapabox, for sponsoring the channel. Ben Simmons did not play a single game in the 2021-2022 season. He sat out the entire season due to injury, but at the same time, we all know he didn't want to be a part of the organization. For Philly, it wasn't that bad that Ben Simmons sat out. They were able to develop Tyrese Maxey into the star that he is today. It has been a great blessing in disguise because Tyrese is one of the best young players in the league, but there were other players on the roster that was upset with Ben. Gorgeous Niang says, in Philly, it was the, I don't want to be a dead horse with it, because I actually feel bad at this point. The Ben Simmons thing. That pissed me off, because you know guys are trying to make a living, right? And I came from Utah, I signed just a little over the minimum, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'm a spot-up shooter. This guy drives the lane, everybody collapses, he kicks out. Like, this is going to be great for my career. I signed a 2-year deal, and then he was like, I'm not playing. And I'm like, what? What Niang is saying is he went to Philly because he knew there was a playmaker of Ben Simmons there. Him being a spot-up shooter, Ben was going to make him shine to, of course, affect him on signing his next contract. So Niang says, how am I going to make something happen? And then he was walking around the facility and you'd be like, what up, man? Because you know, he'd be like, nods. And that's when I was like, screw this dude. If I get an opportunity to play against this dude, I'm gonna just be mean. There's like, don't do dumb stuff while you're out there. I was like, out the window. I was pissed. Philly was in trouble as long as Ben was on the roster. And on February 10, 2022, Ben Simmons was officially traded away from the team. Daryl Morey was put in a position to offload Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks in exchange for James Harden. Looking at the trade now, for Philly, it was a no-brainer. James Harden and Joel Embiid with Tyrese Maxey was a great trio. And at the time for the Brooklyn Nets, we thought it was fantastic as well. Ben Simmons was about to go play with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and the Nets also got some pretty good assets of Seth Curry and Drummond. We can tell by this interview that Ben Simmons looked extremely happy in Brooklyn. This was the first NBA game he's ever played since sitting out in Philly, and you can see the smile on his face. There were moments in the preseason game where Ben would have incredible passes to his teammates. He just made the team around him better. It was looking like Ben Simmons was returning to his old form. But things didn't look good for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant wanted to leave. Kyrie Irving wanted a trade. On February 6, 2023, the Mavericks and the Brooklyn Nets made a trade where the Mavericks received Kyrie Irving, Markieff Morris, and the Brooklyn Nets received Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 29 first-round pick, and 2 second-round picks. Kyrie Irving got shipped. 3 days later, on February 9th, Kevin Durant was next. It was a 4-team trade where the Suns received Kevin Durant, TJ Warren, the Brooklyn Nets received Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, and a bunch of draft picks. The Bucks received Jay Crowder, and the Pacers received George Hill, Serge Ibaka, and Jordan Nwora. The Brooklyn Nets fell apart in the NBA trade deadline of 2023, and it happened fast. This left Ben Simmons on the roster all alone, and let's be real, the roster they had at the time weren't going nowhere. Ben Simmons ultimately ended up playing 42 games that season, and of course with the Nets not being competitive, there was no incentive for him to even try. At the beginning of last season, Ben Simmons was projected back, and the Nets were going to try to make a push for the playoffs. There was even a game on January 29, 2024 where Ben almost put up a triple-double. He had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, and honestly, Ben just looked incredible. But injuries struck him again. He ended up only playing 15 games the entire season, and the Brooklyn Nets weren't competitive. Ben Simmons just posted this photo of him and Matisse Thybulle working out together. They're in the lab, and NBA fans everywhere are believing that this year could be different for Ben. After playing only 15 games last season, Ben looks ready. He's happy. He's smiling on his face. Is this the year Ben could break out once again? Ben Simmons is the only star on the team. So Ben, if he's going to succeed this year, he cannot be on the Nets. I have the best scenario that will change Ben's career. Ben Simmons needs to force his way out of Brooklyn and force a buyout. Ben Simmons will be making more than $40 million this season. And did you know that he's making more money than 9 NBA All-Stars? Ben is making more money than Shea, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Scotty Barnes, Paolo Banchero. Ben is making more money than all of these stars. But let's be real, Ben is nowhere as good as these all-stars, so he's got to rejuvenate his career. The perfect scenario, Ben gets a buyout and he signs with the Lakers. Trust me on this one. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are in full throttle for the championship. They have no time to waste, and with all the bright lights on LA, Ben could literally use those bright lights to support LeBron and of course help them make a strong playoff push, and at the same time everybody will be looking at Ben, which could encourage him to get back to his all-star form. We know about the relationship between LeBron James and Ben Simmons. LeBron has always had interest to play with Ben, and this year it's possible and easy. The Lakers could have a deadly closing lineup of D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Ben Simmons, and Anthony Davis. This team would be unstoppable offensively and would stop everybody defensively. This is the perfect scenario for Ben to change his career. You know, honestly, I've seen Ben play phenomenal basketball. He was an all-star for 3 straight years. He was a big part of the Philadelphia 76ers team. I've even drafted him on multiple of my fantasy teams. I want to see Ben Simmons back to the all-star form that he was, because I believe as the #1 pick previously, he's got to prove that he's not a bust. But there are big talks that this year is Ben Simmons' big year. Is he going to be a bust, or is he going to reprove himself? People are saying this could even be Ben's last year in the NBA. So Easy Buckets fans, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section down below. And let's get a conversation going for Ben. How will Ben do this year? But Zion Williamson is going to have a breakout year. We just saw his body transformation. He's lost a lot of weight and ready to take the Pelicans to new heights. Check out my most recent video to deep dive in the Zion conversation. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets.